I spent years being unprofitable and chasing every random setup until I found ICT. If you're still stuck in that unprofitable, inconsistent stage, make sure to watch this whole video because I know it will help you out. So the key concepts that changed my trading and made me instantly profitable with ICT are as follows. Liquidity concepts. Now, what ICT taught me is buy-side, sell-side liquidity. Also, key areas of where liquidity is basically. So for example, the Asian range. The Asian range, which I'm going to get into the exact model, there's liquidity on each side, the Asian high and the Asian low. So that's what ICT taught me, which resonated with me quite a bit. Second is the power of three, which is a concept of a market cycle and the way it moves. Also, I haven't added it on here, but kill zones. Kill zones are times or sessions, basically, where the high probability moves actually occur. So instead of just trading randomly and random times, I knew that I have to find my setup between these certain times. And in this case, it was 7 a.m., 10 a.m. UK time. 2022 mentorship model as well. This was very useful. This is exactly the entry model I still use till date. And obviously fair value gaps, imbalances, which just give the trade high probability of working out. So now let's move on to the exact trading strategy based on these ICT principles, which I made and started using, which gave me profitability. So it's very simple. The Asian session is between midnight and 5 a.m. UK time. You want to basically mark out the highest point and the lowest point of that session, which is the Asian low and the Asian high. After that, you want to be monitoring the charts between 7 a.m. and 9:20. Now you might be wondering, I said 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. before. The reason I said 9:20 is because 9:20 is even higher probability time window. This time window is even more high probability than when I first started and when it was 7 and 10. 9:20 and after, the trades are very low probability. You're probably going to win like 1 out of 10 trades, which isn't really worth it from my backtesting. Another concept is the midnight opening price. Midnight opening price is midnight New York time, which is 5 a.m. UK time. Now, the general rule of thumb for the midnight opening price is you want to be selling above this midnight opening price and you want to be buying below the midnight opening price. That's very simple. It's kind of like premium and discount, where you want to be buying in discount, selling in premium. That's just the way I use midnight opening price. Now, something to note is that there are going to be times when, you get your entry model somewhere around there when you're selling, so basically below the opening price, and it will work out. There's obviously exceptions. All of these things will work out. I'm just telling you the highest probability from what I found in my testing and in live trading. So we basically look for an entry model here. We look for an Asian sweep of the high or low between 7 a.m. and 10 or 7 a.m. and 9:20. Then around here, we're looking for our entry model, which we enter off, and then we target a simple 1 to 2 risk to reward. So now this is the exact strategy. Let's get onto the actual entry model. This is the exact entry model. So this is the previous diagram which I showed you. But now this, how do we actually enter when we get to this part? So we've had an Asian high sweep between 7 and 9, but now we want to enter a reversal to target a downside Asian low or just a simple 2 risk to reward. That's up to you and your testing. Exact model is the 2022 mentorship model, which I learned, which was very simple to grasp and really not that complicated. Essentially, we're looking for a high, a low, a high, and then a swing low to get broken with a body ideally, and to leave an imbalance. Now this imbalance thing is something which I found from my own testing. Usually I didn't take it when there was an imbalance, I just took it when there was a shift, but from my testing I've seen that there has to be an imbalance in this leg, a fair value gap, and then we want to enter at the 50% retracement. Now you can either enter on the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frames. I use both to be fair. Now when price starts retracing, you want to enter at the 50%. So this is my Fibonacci settings. You can copy it, feel free. And then we enter at the 50% right there. Entry there, limit order, stop loss right above there, can't speak. And then minimum 5 pip stop loss, nothing lower than that. And ideally nothing more than 15 pips, I would say. Keep your stop loss above the high and target a simple 1 to 2 risk to reward. This way your psychology is in check as well. Because when I was, targeting a 3 risk to reward or even opposing Asian liquidity, you've probably been there where it's just taking so long and it's reversing, pulling back, and your psychology is just messing up. Whereas with a 1 to 2 risk reward, you're in and out pretty quickly. You know pretty quickly whether your trade's going to be a loss or whether it's going to hit take profit. So this is what has worked for me, this entry model. And it's the same thing if we basically take our Asian low. You'll just inverse this right now. You're basically just going to be looking for the same thing, but in a buying situation. Now we've got the strategy out of hand. Now let's actually move on to something else, which is how I backtested this and made it bulletproof. So you want to use two softwares. You can either use TradeZilla or you can use FX Replay. I've made reviews on both on this channel, so feel free to check out whichever one. Plus there's discount codes in the description. So you want to basically backtest like an addict, because sometimes when you haven't backtested, or if you're not really that good at backtesting, you don't really know what you're looking for. And you need to get the reps in. It's like the gym. Get the reps in, you'll see the results. So what are the tags to consider? these tags you want to be considering and adding these on TradeZilla and FX Replay to see that, okay, when I'm entering at this time, what's the win rate? When I'm trading this news, what's the win rate? Things like that. That's what tags actually help you with. And it's really, really helped me because, for example, I know that trading on NFP day is like, I've got like a 30% win rate. So guess what? I scrapped it. I scrapped trading on NFP. So time, news, literally trade, use Forex Factory and note down whichever news it was. Things like ADP, NFP, CPIP, you get the gist. Then also, is the opening price worth it? See your trades and the way you trade and see that when I'm respecting the opening price, like buying below and selling above, is it even worth it? Like, is it worth me even considering the opening price? So basically, just have fun with the tags. Go through so much data and find so many different tags for you to consider. I've just mentioned 3 top ones here, but things like maybe body breaks versus wick breaks. I mean, there's so many you can actually choose from. And this is just going to help you build that edge and collect data. Now, obviously, a lot of data collection can be detrimental, which is what I've actually gone through as well when you're just constantly testing for no reason. So I would say keep it simple, just, test these tags and also use the strategy, which I've actually just talked about in this video. Just try not to overcomplicate it too much. Now this takes me to the last point, which is the mindset shift that actually made me stick to the strategy. So I don't know if you know about this channel, but I've actually been strategy hopping for quite a long time. Now, this wasn't good. I was just taking losses and moving to the next strategy. And this didn't help because I never stayed long enough to reap the rewards of that single strategy that I was trading. So when I got to ICT, I was basically like, it's either this or nothing. So when I got to ICT finally, I was just like, you know what? Let me backtest, have an actual system, 100 trades minimum, and then let me see, is the strategy even worth it or should I change? Once I did that, got the data, got the confidence in my trades, and then I could see, I'm actually winning. I'm actually, getting profitable months. That is the mindset shift that made me actually stick to it. It's basically just collecting data, getting the confidence, because you can forward test, but it's going to take longer. Whereas if you back test, I'll say a year minimum, you can see winning streaks, losing streaks, best days, worst days. So when you actually take those losses one after the other, then you know that, okay, with a 40% win rate, 50% win rate, 2 risk to reward, I am profitable, but I will go through these losing streaks. Whereas before, I didn't even know that. I was just like, okay, I lost 2 trades. That means the strategy is bad. And that is what just led me in the whole loop of strategy hopping. So this is the essential mindset shift. So if you haven't backtested, if you haven't collected data, or if you never used those softwares, which I told you about, these 2, then make sure to use it. It was definitely a game changer and sped up my process by a lot. So that is exactly how I became profitable with ICT. Like this video if you got some value out of it. And if you want to see strategy examples and trade examples, check out the playlist of strategy and trade recaps, which I have on this YouTube channel. I'm sure it's going to help you out. I'll see you next week. Happy trading. Stay safe.